So we have been told that we've been upgraded to the James Bond suite at the Hotel Eiger. So we're going to capture this. So far it's an amazing hotel, beautifully appointed. Oh, we have the spa and gym.
Spa area here, gym here, towels for the pool.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, nice. Watch your step.
Yes.
Yeah, watch your step.
Oh, what a beautiful lounge.
And then we're almost there.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic.
There we are. Just need some light.
Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. So you're seeing this real time, people. This is our first impressions. Oh my goodness, look at all the signatures. All right, it's definitely going to take me time to look around.
Yeah, exactly. There's photos in here.
Oh, the bedroom is in here as a separate
That's a
thing.
surprise.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Ursula Andress. This is too much. Oh, look at the gold gun.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Was that the doorbell? The doorbell is the James Bond theme. Oh my gosh, I am squidding out as a fan. This is, look at the lamps though. They're golden guns.
oh no, get out. See you later. Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
Thank you so much. All right, we have got to explore. So we got a Bollinger 007 bottle, but look at this. First of all, the bathrooms are absolutely amazing. Let me turn on the lights here. So these are on.
Oh,
Yeah, this is like, yeah.
okay.
All right, so we've got a giant tub. Oh my gosh, look at the slippers. Very funky, very cool. Absolutely beautiful appointed bathroom. But look at the photos that they have from the whole, the cast of On Her Majesty's Secret Service stayed here. And now I see why they've arranged us in this suite. So this is what's termed the James Bond suite, or what they call the presidential suite. I've heard about this. I was going to ask them if I could have a tour of this suite. I didn't know we were staying here for our entire stay. And then you've got a balcony, which I believe has a view of the mountains. Because it's nighttime, you won't see it. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow to see the views. Oh, but the air feels so good. Look at how nice the balcony is, hon.
Look at the phone.
Oh, the phone. Oh my gosh. And I will be taking that pen. Sorry, not sorry. This is amazing. I'm floored. Yeah, real reaction. I'm flipping out here. It's going to take me a moment or two just to calm down. So this is the indoor pool. Schwimmbad? Schwimmbad the Sailor? Absolutely gorgeous. Probably has amazing views. I won't fall in. Obviously a little shower, hot tub. This place is so... I'm a little taken back. I thought it was going to be a little bit more rustic. This is so well appointed. So the first place we're going to is the bar, and Danielle spotted this little cute area right here with the fireplace, sort of like a sunken stone bar.
It's really cute.
Would you say?
Twinkle lights.
Yeah, there's twinkle lights. You've got the main bar over here, and we're gonna grab a drink together, but look at this. Danielle went right to the drink menu, very smart. I love this place. As I walk down these hallways, I'm noticing a lot of things. Even the carpeting has a very natural look to it. It's almost like green grass. And as you walk by the spa and the sauna area, the towels, they bring the outside inside. But this place is all about health and wellness and centering yourself, doing things for yourself, that whole idea of self-love. So you can absolutely get a massage in this beautifully, beautifully styled massage room where you have wonderful privacy. But then you've got some things that are just very specific to Switzerland. For example, this sauna right here is what's called a nude zone. And let me explain what that is for the slightly more prude-ish of you. Danielle and I have been doing these nude saunas in Switzerland, in Germany, and in Austria for many, many years. The whole idea, and it's a cultural one at that, is that you take into the sauna exactly what you came into the world with, which is just you. It's not about the textile. The textile is actually bad for you when you go into these saunas. You're trying to detoxify and get rid of all the evils, bring in all the goodness. It's as psychological and philosophical as it is physical. Trust me when I say the benefits are pretty obvious. But one thing to note is when you walk in there and everybody's nude, you become human. You don't become a gender. You're not sexualized or sensualized in any way. You're just people trying to get back to your own health and wellness for one purpose. So you don't see people that are in different shapes, and you don't see sizes, and you don't see cultures. You just see people. Now this is fantastic. This is a relaxation room. You can get some juice, some tea, and take a look over here. You've got these wonderful reading nooks with soft plush couches, reading lights. You can come in here. It's very tranquil in here. I mean, look at even the carvings. But the big thing you come here for is, of course, the view. Now, this I'm filming so as not to disturb people, because this is tranquility. You don't want some guy who's got a James Bond experience channel walking around talking in your ear. You want to take this all in. So we'll get some video of this when there is a view. But this is, well, it's like 5:30 in the morning. But you've got wonderful couch areas. You can have quiet conversations or just do some simple reading. Okay, so the one and probably the only one drawback that I'm seeing right now in this beautiful hotel is the workout center. It basically consists of a treadmill. It's got an exercise bike, some nice towels, and some sort of step trainer. No weights, there's no pads. I can't even really do push-ups. So I'm pretty much resigned to the fact that I'm going to be doing some isometrics in my room. That all being said, I think the theory around this is the exercise is outside of the hotel. You have mountains to climb. You have trails to navigate. You're going to get plenty of exercise walking up and down the villages. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So again, frische Luft, the fresh air, and the focus is nature in the outdoors. Sweetie, did you find a friend?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
And mountains too. No. So of course the hotel is amazing, as you can see, but One of the other things you've got to grapple with is that you are here in Murren, and Murren is an amazing village that begs to be explored, not just because of the village itself, but because you're surrounded by these views. All right, so not only do they have a vending machine, it has cheese in it. Take a look. And sausage. Amazing. Okay, so now we've enjoyed the hotel, we've enjoyed the amazing natural surroundings that we have, and now we're going to enjoy the company of the owner of the hotel, Adrian Stahli. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's wonderful. So my audience loves to hear stories. So we would love to hear, how did you get involved with the hotel? I know it's a part of your family. And then was it 2007 is when you took it over?
Yeah, it was a transition to take it
Okay.
over. When I was studying in the German part of Switzerland, I study economics. At that moment of time, I said, I would do anything in life, but not taking over this hotel.
Oh, no.
So what happens is all my friends got to work. One got to Omega, and one got to various places. And we met again and say, I have to do this and I have to do that. And I find out, actually, being your own boss is not too bad. So I got involved in here gradually more and really, really enjoyed it more and more and more.
Right.
Meeting people from all over the world can't be anything bad.
I noticed that, by the way. What you haven't seen here is Adrian running around like a superhero, meeting and greeting. He was delivering wonderful birthday cakes and things like that, singing happy birthday. You seem like you genuinely enjoy this.
I do. It's very nice. We have a very small community up here in Mürren. We only have 350 inhabitants.
That's it.
So we know each other. Everybody knows each other.
Sure.
So it's very nice to this before was a very good friend of mine who took her wife out for a birthday dinner. So it's nice to sing. But we sing if we know for all customers who have their birthday. It's a small little thing, costs nothing, and it makes you feel good.
Well, I will. So I'm going to be very transparent because this whole time I've been, obviously reviewing and discussing this for my channel. And one of the things that I took away with it's a beautifully appointed hotel. It is, I will say this, more elevated and luxurious than I thought it would be, just to be frank, because I thought it was going to be rustic. And it is. It's got this rustic luxury about it where you feel very much a part of nature, but everything is so elevated. Was that done on purpose?
Yes, in a way, yes. I mean, if you you grew up in a hotel, it's your living room. And making changes to a living room is not always easy. Because you combine it with things that you remember. And in the hotel where, everything has a story. The picture has a story, the chandelier has a story for us as a family. So it's not so easy to change. But we have a very good interior designer who knows that history, or we tell him this history, and he combines the history or some parts with modern lighting or with a different style that we then try to combine.
Right. And it works. It works. It feels very much a part of the history because I know this goes back. Are you the fourth generation? Do I have that right?
Yes, we are. I'm the fourth generation.
And is it that the hotel was built in the late 1800s?
Yes, that's correct. Just before that, there was actually a public transport to Murren.
Right.
The hotel was started. So
Oh
really,
my gosh. Did you say before?
Yeah, just 1 year, really. When it opened, the train station was just being built, and then the train station arrived.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So was it one of the first hotels in the area?
No. There was a big hotel in the center of Mürren called the Silberhorn, and this was already running at 1870 or even before.
Oh my goodness.
Big hotel, and people got carried up or took a donkey or a horse to get up, but only obviously in summer. Winter, you couldn't really heat these structures, so it was only in summer, and in winter it was abandoned. And this was the case actually for our hotel too. In the very beginning, in winter, the whole structure was abandoned.
Right.
All the pipes were got out, and then in summer again came to life. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I have a question for you, and it's I think it's an interesting one, but I have to start with a story that you don't know.
Oh.
So this morning I got up very early. It was before 5 a.m. I get up very early, and I decided to just walk around the hotel very quietly. Didn't wake anybody up. But I looked at all the pictures, I walked all the floors, and I came away feeling like, as well appointed and beautiful as this hotel is, it seems to have a personality, like an entity
Yeah.
unto itself. And some of the best hotels that I've been to in the world, the Stanley Hotel, places like that, seem to have a life to them. Do you ever get that feeling?
Yeah, we say the hotel needs a soul, and and the soul has to live, and that's why there are things that you will definitely never change, even if this lighting is not perfect, simply because there is some things that needs to be like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, we try to have this soul running in the hotel. Yes, we try.
You feel it, especially in the quieter moments. And by the way, I have to ask this question: Do you and your lovely wife Susanna, do you live here?
Yes, we do. We live on top floor.
The top floor. Okay. Well, yeah, I would hope you would live in the top floor, of course.
Yeah, it's actually the apartment was built actually finished when I went away. So it was our family flat, and when I turned 16 or actually 15 and a half, I went away, and then the apartment was finished. And since then we have renovated it, but we've not changed the structure of it. So yes, I live in the hotel, and this is something important to me because if there's anything, I'm on the place.
Yeah. I was going to say that we have a term, maybe you don't have this here in Switzerland, the buck stops here, meaning you have every responsibility because as the owner. But we have to talk about the elephant in the room, another unfortunate thing we say in the United States. James Bond.
Yes.
Tell me something about the James Bond history.
James Bond history is a big history, bringing the Schildhorn, our master mountain that we have reachable from Mürren to a big climber. When they finished the construction of the cable car to the top of the 3,000 meter high mountain, they had the idea of making a revolving restaurant, and they ran out of money. And then the James Bond idea came from outside. So locate a person who looked for a location, found this place, nearly finished, and it was a big heaven idea to have this James Bond movie made in Murren on the Schildhorn. So it really there was enough funding to finish the structure. They made a bit of changement in the adding of the structure on the top, only due
Amazing.
to the James Bond.
And when they came here to film, with a cast here? Is that part of the history of the Hotel Eiger?
Yeah, also they did not really made any of the filming in the Hotel Eiger.
Right.
Always bear in mind we are a family business, but we are not a 4 or 5-star hotel at that moment. We only then later got a bit more upgraded. I was not actually I was not born when the film was made, but obviously I heard a lot.
He's a young man, that's what he said.
Or an old film.
Yeah, exactly. It's an old film, yeah.
So really, I have a lot of stories that I hear from locals or from my mom. She obviously was here, and what happened is during the film making, there were some moments where they had to wait for the weather to be okay. They had to wait for some requisite to arrive, so actually they stayed. Some parts stayed in Mürren, or they met in Mürren, and they had a bit of a party or a bit of a training for a film set or so,
Right.
and that happened here. Yes,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so clearly, and by the way, at this time in the video, they've already seen the entrance and the suite. I'm staying with Danielle in the James Bond suite. At one point, do you say, or does your family say, we need to embrace the idea of James Bond, and you build that amazing experience?
Yeah, I think being a local, and you grew up here, and sometimes you have always guests coming and saying, "Oh, Murren is the James Bond made place." You always say, "Do we really are we used to James Bond?" That happened in my earlier stages, and all of a sudden you realize when you start to travel.
Yeah.
You can actually say, "Oh, Murren, Murren. I've never heard of Murren, but James Bond or on Her Majesty's Secret Service to play." That's where you come from. So it's definitely when you start to be above only the story of it, then you start to really say. It's a blessing that this happened.
And you can't ignore it. And it's like you say, it opens doors. It's a calling card for yourself.
Yes.
And I will say, I mean, we've got 100,000 followers on Instagram right now and a couple hundred on YouTube. They're all wondering, what does the James Bond suite look like? And now they know. And so you can come and stay here and experience that, which is amazing. So here's how we're going to end this. It's the easiest question I've asked you all night. You ready for this? Obviously, On Her Majesty's Secret Service plays a very important role in Mürren, Schilthorn, and this hotel as well. What is your favorite James Bond movie and why?
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
That is so on the nose. Is it because of the connection?
It's basically. I think it's probably the whole story and the ending, which is a very sad ending in a way, but a very natural. All of a sudden, you have a James Bond that really, I thought, in this movie becomes a real person.
That's true.
I think that's mainly.
I like that.
And maybe there's another little small thing is we have sometimes people who phone up and they say, it's James Bond, the revolver. Oh, it's a shame we can't go there because it was all blown up.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they don't realize. Wow.
That's a funny story.
Now, not only can they go there, it's really transformed, which is amazing. Yeah. That is a perfect answer. And this is a perfect hotel, and you've created a perfect experience. So, Adrian, thank you so much for everything.
So much for being here. And
it's our pleasure, truly. And we're going to continue to enjoy the Hotel Eiger. Let's do it.
Thank you.
I just realized that looks like a green screen or some sort of fake background. It's not. That is the view that we've had this entire time out on one of our balconies at the Hotel Eiger. And I thought I would do a little bit of a roundup because there's just so much we didn't cover. The food, for example, there's so much care and preparation and experience in the food itself. I had the stroganoff one evening, and the flambe at the table and the way it's served, everything is so thoughtful. Even the breakfast buffet, just laid out perfectly, you know, whether you want bread one morning or if you want eggs, if you want to go healthy, if you don't want to do too healthy, if you want local cheeses and foods, you can go that route. It's all there. The one thing that resonates with me in this stay in Murren at the Hotel Eiger is that you come as a Bond fan. You do. Let's just be realistic. You say to yourself, my gosh, there's all these Bond locations. I'm going to go to the Schilthorn, which we did. I'm going to go see Piz Gloria. I'm going to go to the Spy World, formerly Bond World. And as a Bond fan, you go into it expecting Bond moments. Once you get here, though, you realize that you're surrounded by Switzerland, the culture, the people. The way of life is just so conducive to what human beings should be doing with each other, with their environment, with nature, etc. So yes, you come as a Bond fan, you leave as a Switzerland fan. You can't help it. It's one of the reasons why this place is Danielle's and my, well, it's our favorite place. It's our happy place, and we will be back. So I want to thank everybody at the Hotel Eiger. I want to thank everybody in Switzerland. I know, it's a big thank you. Like thanking an entire culture and country, but truly, they've made this an incredible place. That's a real view. It'll stay in my memories, and I wanted to share it with you. In the meantime, we're gonna head out. We've got other places to go in Switzerland. Crazy. This has been David Zarutzi for the Bond Experience. We'll see you all real soon. Take care. Ooh, dem mountains. Ooh. So when you hit the doorbell to the James Bond suite, this is what happens. Yep, it plays the James Bond theme. I'll miss that. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.